Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft server, I can see from my map that this bay is looking pretty okay. But you know what, from this side, whoa, dang it, do I not have my Elytra on? Elytra, you have one job, and map, unfortunately, also has one job, and is terrible at that job when viewed from this angle. So I've been thinking about it, and I've decided that maybe I want to have the map kind of visible from both sides, right? That would look cool, having the map visible from over here, just as much as it's visible from over there. Now, I was also kind of thinking that when I first set this down, I don't know that I had built this like little community garden and stuff. Maybe the map should be moved back a little bit, like over here, or maybe this space should be raised for a garden. I'm not sure. Seems like there's a few ways that I could do it. But either way, if I want to expand my map, I'm going to need more item frames. Now, how do we make item frames? We take sticks and leather, and we put them together, and before you know it, you can show item frames. Boom, 6 item frames. But that's not going to be enough. We have a grid here that's about 5 by 5, I would say. So that means we need 25 item frames. Now, in order to do that, we're probably going to need to get some wheat and feed some cattle. So here's what I figure. Before we go hunt that chattel, we should go ahead and harvest our garden. We're not quite finished. We're barely, in fact, starting. But we will just plow away at this like so. And replant quickly before the sun's glow has obviated from the sky. I think obviator's a word. I don't know why. So let's just plant some seeds and then go find some cattle. Time skip! Thanks to the cattle below and wheat in our hand, we have managed to safely land atop this ring. Actually, that's separate. But this leather thing is much more electrically charged? No. It's semantically linked? I don't know. There's something about these cattle and the wheat and the steaks, I think. But we are gonna safely fly back to our home toward the setting sky, or the rising sky. A rising sky lifts all boats. Airboats. Airboats are the best for if you're in the swamp, because you don't have to worry about, like, hitting a lot of roots and stuff. I've never actually ridden on an airboat, but I want to now. Now that we've talked about this, I suddenly really want to ride an airboat. Okay, wait. I ran out of sticks. Ugh. Now I desire sticks. The most plentiful thing. Okay, this is just how things go sometimes. So here's what we're going to do next. We are going to run up here to our wonderful, handy-dandy timber supply company. I don't even remember. I don't think I put a sign outside. Probably should have put a sign outside. I was going to put this sign in the middle over the door, but then I realized that the door is 2 blocks wide. So then I was just like, well, you know what? It's a building so nice, I named it twice. So, there we go. Timber supply, for all your timber supply and needs. So, oh, dang it, I got the signs, but I didn't get sticks. 1 second. Believe me, guys, I know how to play Minecraft. I just don't, do a good job at it. Okay, so I got all the item frames I need. But, new plan, I was thinking about it. And, like, the better way to do this is to write timber on one sign, and then supply on the other. Timber, supply. It's Joe Hills, and he's gonna fly. Oh, I don't have my rockets out. I do now. Yay! See? Isn't that more joyful? We have improved this space already. There was a song in our hearts, and now there will be maps on our board, or whatever this lit up thing is. Ooh, that's taller than I thought it was. That might be a problem. Whoops. No, don't. No recursion. So, I'm pretty sure there's a trick to copying maps, but it's going to require using all of our skills and all of our apps. No, wait, we don't need our cell phones for this. We just need a good old-fashioned compass, or 30 compasses? Yeah, we're going to need like 30 compasses. This is not a cheap plan. I'm just going to point that out. So, 32 compasses, and then we just need to run over here and harvest a ton of paper for very loose uses of the word harvest. I was gonna say boom 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 ba-doom ba-doom bada boom 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 ba-doom. There we go. Now we have 32 maps. And I think that I can simply come over here and like pop out a map and then place it side by side with another map, right? And now I have 2 maps. And one of them can go here, and the other one I'll just come around and place right there. Boom! That should be easy. Now, it's a shame I'm going to have to keep opening up this inventory bar thing, but I mean, on the whole, it's not the end of the world. So we are just going to slowly endure this tiny chore. Actually, this feels like a lot of work. I'm just kidding. But we will go ahead and time skip through this. Time skip! We are back looking at our map, and as you can see, I am on the right track. I have updated this upper quadrant with part of Mumbo's base that has projected itself toward my bay. But more importantly, it's not what's facing this way that we care about, it's what's facing this way. A new sign! Timber! Or not. Actually, I think what you really care about is this side. Woo, look at that. This is so much more spatially pleasing for every reason. But you know, it is incomplete. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is get on my feet or into the air with this map here. And if I just keep flying this way, eventually we'll see where we need to where do we need to create a new map? Okay, so I'm going to fly across here. Did I make it all the way across? Am I off? No, I'm not off the map yet. Okay, so a little bit further. Need a little map with my friends. Okay, so we're going to create a brand new map right here. Boom. Perfect. Oh, that's got a cool little valley in it and a nice little lake. Now we need to go south a ways. You know what? Let's place this in our offhand so we can keep an eye on it. Oh, there's actually neat stuff right here. Oh, we should really have mapped this all along. So we'll go ahead and click that. And, whoops. Oh, we're looking at the one in our offhand, aren't we? Dang it. How many maps do I have? Well, I will map them with both hands, apparently. There we go. Is this... How do I have 3 of the same map? No, I don't. Dang it, everything is confusing. So before the skeletons start shooting, I should probably eat something. Then let's figure out which of those maps was the actual one that we wanted to have out. Okay, not that one. So actually, the nice thing about this map is it shows me where I need to go to get that final... Uh-oh. Dang it. Okay. This is how we get killed at night alone in the dark. So, are we back on track yet? Dang it, it's too dark. Okay. So we are going to go straight south here. Okay, so here is probably a safe place now to generate the final map we need to make. Boom! Oh, that one looks cool too. See, these all look so cool. So, of course, it is now terrifying and dark, and we are running low on fireworks, and I don't remember which way to go. So let's just strike out boldly in this direction here, because, hey, that's lit up. There we go, that's Red Sky Bay. Where we Red Sky work, where we Red Sky play. So I just think I will Red Sky say, hooray! And also, yay. Okay. So, perfect landing, done. This one was the one right here. This one was the one there. Oh, looking good. This one's the one from this side, I believe. Yeah, there we go. This one's the one from over here. Awesome. So we've got ZF's base and Mumbo's on the edge there. We've got the edge of the gaming district over here. We've got kind of our little trail leading to our drawbridge there. I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out so far. But we still have some gardening left to do. And I think I need to make more maps to copy this to the other side. So why don't we work on that now? Time skip. Welcome back, folks. We have taken a little time skip, a trip through time. This is the second day of this recording, and in the intervening period, I have managed to complete this corner on both sides of the map. Ta-da! Also, I've decided what I want to do with this garden here is actually, I really like having the garden inside here kind of recessed. So I was thinking I'd create a little garden amphitheater kind of effect over on this side. So maybe like we come in here. Whoops, that's a little too deep. Dang it, blocks. Everything about you is not quite right. Boom. So we can just kind of come up like there. Luckily then we've got this, trendy little water bucket and our trendy little lily pad. Lily pad, I don't know. There's probably some sort of joke about how lil pads are. So we got these two lil pads here, and I was thinking then from there, you can just kind of come through here and just kind of make room to plant some things. Now, on this little pit, we don't actually fill all the way in. We kind of actually go a little bit out to the edges, and I'm not sure how intentional that was, but at this point, it's kind of been like that for so long, I'm just going to copy it and assume that that was intentional somehow. So we'll just kind of have this kind of come partially over here, but not all the way, And we might even have this kind of come in a little bit this way, too. But, not too far. So we can kind of have that sort of thing going on here. We don't want this to look too formal, too classy. Just a little bit of kind of seaside overlook type thing going on here. Boom. And then what do? We get some seeds and we plant them, That is a big part of planting, is placing seeds in the ground. So we're just going to do that with a bunch of different types of seeds, kind of scatter them throughout with the different varieties. So those were some beetroots. We'll get some potatoes, or as the British call them, potatoes. There we go. Just kind of interspersing our different types of seeds throughout here. Trying not to accidentally eat our own potatoes when we're in the process of planting. And, okay. So I've got beetroot, I've got potatoes. Oh, we don't actually have normal grass or wheat seeds. Let's go ahead and grab some more of those real quick. I'm sure that I packed some. 6 more? Really? Is that it? Do I only have 6 more wheat seeds? No. Don't worry, folks. We have plenty of these. So we can just... Oh, it is getting dark over here, too. That is a quick side note for anyone concerned about the relative illumination levels of these areas. This one is low. So, how do we handle low light situations? We are just going to take this light of ours and light this place up like Mars, which is famously the 4th nearest planet to the sun, the heart of the solar system. It's not really the beaten heart of the solar system on account of it like flaring and stuff. Let's go ahead and fly up here to our Red Sky Bayside and take a look at how this garden has kind of improved the landscape. Or fall straight down twice and then throw a firework party. Well, it looks better from in here, but that's really not our intention. Why don't we try seeing how it looks from up here? So the maps haven't actually loaded yet. Oh, that's an interesting element. The maps won't load until you're really close there. But on the whole, I think that this has come along pretty well. Now, should this garden path go around this way? Or should I actually have... Should this whole path actually go further out and not through here? Like... Or maybe it should go on both sides. It should split, right? Let's see, how would that even work? So we would have it kind of come out this way, maybe? Have it maybe not pass so close to the map on this side, since we have a little bit more room there. Boom, 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 boom. Yay! And then we can kind of come in and just kind of carve that off a little bit, and carve that off a little. And that kind of works. That kind of gives us a good look and feel around here. We can let this garden grow for a minute. But yeah, on the whole, this I think is a solid improvement to this space. Now, this metal work in place over here, obviously also in need of a good improvement. Present medical supply, future metal supply. But on the whole, this village is kind of around a hole. So we should probably light that up as well, just so that stuff doesn't spawn. Okay, not too bad. Well, thanks for joining us today on our little gardening and mapping expedition. And thank you to Kathleen Heath, our $50 a month Patreon sponsor, for making this episode mid-roll ad-free. In lieu of that mid-roll ad running in the middle of this episode, I will now read a haiku, which is a poem, for those of you who are not familiar with Japanese forms of poetry, that I wrote myself and have never published anywhere. Rain, dark and deep, drops quickly from the grayscale sky. Gutters overtop. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.